That's what gets worn off and turns the light on in your car. And notice that the sensor pad goes to the inside, so this is on the inside of the wheel well, and the pads themselves will look a little bit different. The one that takes the sensor has this notch in the top and a little bit of an expanded hump here at the top, where the outside, as you can see, is more just open. So make sure that you put the right ones in the right places. But as you can tell, yeah, brake job is overdue. So you'll unplug that, put the new one in, route it down in the same places, and have the sensor hanging free until we have the new pads in. Go ahead and pull that out, depress the little tab, unplug the old one, plug the new one in, and route it through all of the same spots, and then have the end of it just hanging here so we can put the new brake pads in. Okay, so you can see I've got one brake pad in place just to show you what it looks like. You can put brake pad grease here and here on these little clips, also in these little gaps just to cut down on squeaking. Because in this case, especially with the brake pad on this side being so worn, that piston is out about as far as it's going to be. So we want to press it back into place so you can fit it around the new one. You can see the new brake sensor is ready to go. The other thing about this is when you look at it, and it should really only fit just one way, but just in case, do you see the bump? That bump should be facing inwards towards the pad, towards the rotor itself. That's what gets worn off and turns the light on in your car. Make sure that it's the gapped one set up for the sensor right here. As you can see, we'll fit that in, and then we'll slide the caliper back down and fit the brake sensor cable back over the top. So once you have both brake pads on and you've guided that brake sensor in, again, remember the bump goes to the inside. You put it back in its little loop right here, make sure it's connected back here and back here. You can put your fender plastic back into place that I've kind of bent out so you can get to that right now. That's that 2 8mm there, and the little expanding rivet right here. So put that all back and that'll be good to go. And then you can put your 13mm bolt back in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the new one in here at 35 Newton meters. And once this is in and set, I'll take this one out and replace it and refresh it as well. So I'll get that both done, and then we'll put the wheel back on and this set will be done.